chow time. Kita nyo, talagang talagang alam nila na pag dumating si Puloy, may pagkain. So ito sila. Ang ginagamit namin na feeding trough actually, kawayan lang. Hindi naman maluho to. So they are being given grower pellets. This is our brooding pen, which we designed in the farm. It's not really ours originally. Nakita ko din lang yung ibang example. But if you notice, this is actually the smaller compartment. And mas mainit dito. But if you notice, merong butas. And that butas actually leads them to a bigger space. This one. Where food is available, feeds are available, and of course water. So kung manginginain sila, dito sila pupunta, and then the moment na lalamigin sila, they can easily go through that hole and then move to the other side where they can gather together to generate more body heat. And of course the heat provided by these electric bulbs. So they will stay here until about 15 to 25 days old. Depende sa performance nila. So far nagustuhan ko itong galaw nila. I like the growth and the vigor of these chicks. So wala kang makikitang nakalaglag yung pakpak. Wala kang makikitang matamlay. All of them are agile and healthy. So very positive signs na okay yung ating breeding program for our Manok Pinoy chicks. So pwede nyo pong gayahin to. We call this the double chamber brooding pen. Isang maliit na mas mainit, may lagusan lang, nandun yung pagkain sa kabila. Mas malaki-laki to, mas mahangin, at pwede silang mag-relax dito. Pag malamig, lipat dito. Very practical. Actually, locally designed lang ito. Sa breeding ng free-range chicken, kailangan talaga meron kang tinatawag na foundation stocks, no? Or foundation fowls. Ito yung pinagagalingan ng pinaka-breeding materials mo. Ito yung akin. Yung lalaki na nabili ko sa isang magsasaka sa Alamada. And ito yung tinatawag na lang Parawakan or Acel. Ito yung breed na pinapaniwala ang dinala ng mga Islamic missionaries through the south. Galing ng Pakistan, through of course Malaysia, Borneo. And the Muslims of Mindanao have kept this breed actually. So ito yung isang pen na pinanggagalingan ng aking or panggagalingan ng aking mga future breeding materials. Ito yung kanyang kapatid. Yan yung kapatid niya. Iba namang babae ang dala niya. So from these 2 yards ay manggagaling yung aking mga lalaki na ipapatong ko, ibibreed ko doon sa mga babae na Manok Pinoy na mapuproduce ko from my mating. So the lesson, you have to separate your foundation stocks para hindi ka makakaroon ng inbreeding. Meron kaming mga Manok Pinoy pullets na nag-uumpisa ng mangitlog. Ayan yung itlog. So they're ready for breeding, and bago natin sila i-breed, we have to prepare them. And the first phase of preparation, itong pagpapaligo sa kanila. Papaliguan sila ng malatayon para lahat ng mga puto sa katawan nila ay mawala. And after that, tuturukan natin sila ng vitamins. And mag-change feeding na from maintenance feeds to breeder feeds or layer feeds para lalo mas stimulate yung kanilang pag-itlog. So maganda yung quality ng itlog niya. Nakuha ito ni William dito sa kauhulog lang. So brown yung itlog, magandang klase, saka maganda yung hugis. Ito yung ating manok Pinoy. And as I've said, sa dami ng bumibili, itong batch na ito na naiwan sa akin. So they will be mated para makaparami tayo ng ating manok Pinoy. This young chicken belonged to an old line preserved by many Moro families in the southern Philippines. Ito po ay miyembro ng tinatawag nating the Acer family, known in Mindanao as Hulo, Basilan, or Parawakan. And if you would notice, matatangkad sila. Ito po yung ginagamit ko na male side sa aking manok Pinoy free-range chicken breed, which I developed over the years. And I use this line as the male side of the breeding program kasi malalaki yung katawan nila, malaman, at saka of course matatangkad. So if you would notice, although bata pa sila, makikita mo yung even from a distance, makikita mo na bilog ang kanilang katawan. And they are ideal materials for the upgrading of our manok Pinoy. Dapat ganun ang gagawin natin. Hindi pwedeng pabalik-balik yung ating breeding program. Kailangan mayroong infusion ng bagong dugo sa ating free-range chicken para magkaroon tayo ng tinatawag na hybrid vigor. These are the foundation stocks of our manok Pinoy free-range breeding program. Ito po yung pinagkukunan natin ng materyales para gamitin sa ating continuous upgrading. Ang gusto ko lang maintindihan ninyo na kapag nag-breed kayo ng manok, kailangan hiwalay yung pinanggagalingan ng iyong breeding stocks para hindi magkaroon ng inbreeding. In this case, 3 babae lang ito at saka isang lalaki. Meron namang kabilang yard, kabilang pen, 4 na babae, isang lalaki. And yun din yung pagmumulan ng materyales. And the offsprings from this mating will be used to upgrade our flock. Ibig sabihin, yung ginagamit natin sa commercial production or mass production, kailangan every year nagpapalit ka ng broodcock sapagkat importante yung tinatawag nating hybrid vigor. Tulad nito, kung mapapansin nyo, yung lalaki talagang napakagwapo, matangkad, nakatayo ang katawan, samantalang yung mga babae naman bilog yung katawan. So ito yung importanteng breeding materials para continuous yung ating pag-produce nung tinatawag nating free-range chicken na may hybrid vigor. So that's how we do it in the Braveheart Farms. Kung meron lang basketball tournament ng mga manok, this chicken could easily be in a championship team. Look at the height of these cattle. These are very young chicken actually, about 5 months old. But look at the height. Easily, kapag tumayo po itong mga ito, siguro mga 1 talampakan, mga 1 foot. And 5 po itong magkakapatid, which I bred using my available oriental lines. And 4 na lalaki and 1 babae. And ito po ay gagamitin ko for future breeding. They're not mature yet. Bata pa. So, alalayan na muna until they become mature and ready for breeding. Nothing beats Mother Nature. The best incubator is still the mother hen. This black hen had 9 eggs, and of the 9 eggs, 7 were fertile. Of the 7 eggs that were fertile, all of them hatched, and these are the chicks. These are the chicks of the mother hen. She wants to protect her chicks actually. Okay, wait. Okay, there you are. So 7 chicks in all, and hey, napaka mo yung sisi mo. Okay, alright, sorry. So there you are, healthy chicks. Because as I've said, nothing beats Mother Nature. The body temperature of the hen is perfect for hatching her eggs. So if you have a small flock of backyard chicken, the best way of hatching eggs is still by allowing the mother hen to sit on her eggs and hatch the eggs for 21 days. Bamboo is getting to be a very important material being used by both the livestock, ruminants, poultry, and even game fowl industry. Ito po yung example ng gamit ng kawayan sa game fowl industry. Instead of using the concrete teepees or rubberized teepees, ang ginamit po namin ay kawayan. Mas malamig siya, hindi nga lang siya pang forever, but at the cost of only 150 pesos per TP, which could last for about 3 years, that's good enough. So 150 pesos for 1 TP is about $2.50, and this will last for about 3 years. Simula na mapisa itong 5 magkakapatid na to, hinayaan ko lang sila na gumala sa farm. Hindi sila binibigyan ng special na pagkain. They eat grass. They eat whatever feeds are available. At may mga tubig naman na pwede nilang puntahan para uminom. And this is the real free-range chicken. I don't even know where they roost at night. And in the morning, dito sila sa palibot ng bahay paikot-ikot. Ang lalaki. Wala pang siguro mga 10 months old siguro ito. At sobrang lalaki ito mga manok na ito. So hopefully I will be able to use them in the future as my breeding materials in upgrading my manok Pinoy, which is actually a crossbreed of the oriental chicken with huge bodies and tall frames, and the heritage chicken from the west na malakas mang itlog. That basically is what Manok Pinoy is. Ito po yung ating bagong batch ng Black Australorp at saka Plymouth Barred-Rock. At dahil gusto ko makasiguro na mag-survive itong mga sisyo na ito, pinaalagaan ko dito sa pinakamagaling mag-alaga ng sisyo. Yeah. Si Colonel Pat Pinyol. No? Kuya Pat, anong nilagay mo kaninang umagang madaling araw ito dumating? Anong nilagay mo?
Bibigyan naman ito ng yung B12 na imported. Galing ng US na dinadrop sa bibig. Directly, isa-isa.
Directly ha? Okay.
Directly. Isa-isa, hindi ilagay mo sa tubig kasi hindi naman lahat makakainom ng
Okay.
Individual, pagkatapos i-vaccinate namin ito.
Anong unang vaccination nyo?
Yung B1B1.
At what age?
Day old.
Okay.
Ito mamaya, no?
So, naka-recover na sila from the stress.
Recover na. Kanina umaga ito, talagang mawalan ka ng gana.
Okay, so 252 ito. Ilan ang mortality natin?
Pagdating may 2 patay, tapos nandito mayroong ilan? Dalawa, 4.
So, bali 248 na lang. Okay. So, ito po yung galing kay Toto Albano at kay Kyle Albano na mga foundation stocks. Actually, galing din sa akin tong mga parent stocks nito. Noong marami akong Black Australorp saka Plymouth Barred Rock, pumuslit ako. Itinapon ko doon kay Toto Albano because ang very simple principle is that baka tamaan ako ng sakit, maubos yung mga manok. Ngayon, yung naiwan sa akin ng mga BA at saka PBR ay hindi na pure. So, tinawagan ko si Toto Albano at kumuha ko ng mga pure na mga sisiu para maibalik ko yung original na combination ko ng Parawakan at saka PBR at saka Black Australorp to produce na manok Pinoy. And para masiguro ko, dito ko pinalagaan sa mamang ito. Dahil ito, saludo ako sa pag-aalaga ng sisiu. Pinakamagaling na nakita ko mag-alaga ng sisiu.
Tulong ni,
Sa tulong ni Philip. No?
So, baka hindi nyo tatanong, bakit salamin ito? Para makikita mo yung actual na
Galaw ng mga sisiu.
mamomonitor mo.
Okay, very good. Okay. So ito, although bata pa sila, I would assume that ito yung mga PBR kasi may mga puti-puti na na balahibo.
At yun namin ito.
Ito naman yung mga Black Australorp.
Lilipat ko namin yan sa
Okay.
another
Okay, so thank you very much, Colonel Pat Piñol. Ito na yung ating mga sisiu ng Black Australorp and Plymouth Barred Rock. 5 days old. Galing kay Toto Albano at kay Kyle Albano. And ito ay hinati yung batch sapagkat maskip sila. Pero okay na, masigla na sila. Ito si Philip, taga-alaga nito. Ito yung isang batch. Anong nabigay niya na
B12.
B12. Ano pa?
B12 electrolytes.
B1, naka-immunize na?
Na-immunize na binili.
Okay. B12, electrolytes, and then B1. So, masigla na sila. Pero nadagdagan yung patay, no? 6?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Ano talaga? So, yung ibang week, typical pa. So, ito po yung magiging breeding materials natin as we prepare to come up with another combination of the Oriental and the heritage breed to produce our manok Pinoy. And maganda, malalaking sila. 5 days old pa lang. Very good ang growth. Magandang growth. This is the third batch of our foundation stocks. The Black Australorp and Plymouth Barred Rock. Kagabi lang po ito inilabas sa hatchery. And this is over 200. Ito yung first batch ng ating Black Australorp at saka Plymouth Barred Rock. And man, tulungan mo sa pagkain. Merienda ito. Noon time merienda. Philip, ilang piraso to? 200. So, makikita po ninyo, healthy sila. And ito yung naunang batch na galing kay Toto Albano. Man, tingnan mo yung yung hipuin mo yung katawan ng ng mga lalaki. Yan. Okay. Are they good? Good. Maganda yung katawan. Very good. So, yan po sila. And at least 4 or 5 months old. Pwede na silang i-prepare for mating. Okay? So, ang Black Australian Orpington, yan po yung itim. Yan. Yan. Ito naman yung Plymouth Barred Rock. Yung bulik. Pareho pong brown eggs ang production nito. And pareho pong prolific at napakagandang i-cross sa ating indigenous na breed, yung Parawakan or Oriental. So, in at least siguro mga 6 months from now, pwede nga itong i-breed sila, i-cross sa ating Oriental. Batch 2 of our foundation stocks. Ito yung mga breeding materials ng Black Australian Orpington and Plymouth Barred Rock. At dito po ito sa farm ng aking nakakatalang kapatid, si retired Police Colonel Pat Piñol. Ayan, 72 years old, matsong-matso pa rin yung katawan. Okay, so yung mga bulik, ito po yung Plymouth Barred Rock. They're really good egg layers, and when you cross them with our Oriental line, they produce what I describe as the best meat and egg chicken that I have developed actually. Yung itim naman, yun yung Black Australian Orpington. Ito si Philip, yung Commander-in-Chief ng mga sisiw na ito. Ilang buwan na ito, Philip? 2 months old? Eksakto, no? Okay. Ilan to originally? Ilan ang naiwan? 190. So meron tayong mortality na 28. Okay, that's normal. Lalo ito, masaya lang to mga ito kasi pure breed to eh. Masaya lang to. So itong matibay sa ulan, no? Okay. So ito po sila, 2 months old, 4 na buwan pa. Pwede nang i-breed to. Pero ang ginagamit ko dito in producing manok Pinoy, female side. Yung mga lalaki nito, pwede natin gamitin breeding purposes para ma-perpetuate yung line ng Black Australian Orpington. Mineral water pinapainom ni Colonel Pat. Masyadong maselan tong manok na to. Okay, so so far so good. And in 4 months time, pwede nang i-breed to. And we'll be able to produce once again our famed manok Pinoy, the dual purpose free range chicken na malakas kumain ng damo. This is one of our Parawakan breeders. 5 po to sila, magkakapatid. Ayun pa yung dalawa. And the reason why nakatali itong mga ito is because even if they're brothers, itong lahi na ito ng mga manok, kapag mature na sila, kailangan mong paghiwalayin kasi magpapatayan. Ito, full brother to. Ito rin. And lumalapit lang yung babae sa kanila. Ito yung tinatawag nating mga macho talaga dahil hindi na kailangan pa manligaw. Sila ang nilalapitan ng mga babae. And meron tayo dito mga 10 na pure Parawakan hens. And after mating, yun yung kanilang mga pugad. So this is the yard where we are producing our pure Parawakan breeders, so that when we start our manok Pinoy production, yung mga anak nito ang ating ipapako. Progress report number 4 sa ating bagong ranging area ng ating foundation stocks for the breeding of manok Pinoy. So as you can see, sarado na po itong mga bakod na ito. May hog wire and may fishing net. The hog wire is intended to prevent the entry of dogs, pusa, while the fishing net is intended to prevent the entry of sawa, ahas, bayawak, and other reptiles. So makikita nyo, ngayong araw na ito, nailipat na natin yung first batch ng mga manok na galing kay Colonel Pat, who took care of this for the first 2 months. And nailipat na sila dito sa ranging area. So right now they are trying to familiarize themselves with the new area. The whole area is actually 1/2 hectare, and hindi lang ito yung bahay na gagawin natin. We will build about 4 more chicken houses, and diyan natin ilalagay. But we will set up a net that will divide the 5 houses, so that iba-ibang products, iba-ibang breeding. And so makikita nyo, nandito na yung mga foundation stock natin ng Black Australian Orpington at saka Plymouth Bardrack. Thank you, Colonel Pat, for taking care of these very important breeding materials. I will let you in on a secret that I learned from my brother, si retired Police Colonel Pat Piñol, na magaling na mag-alaga ng sisiw. And ito yung sekreto. Hindi ordinary tap water ang pinapainom sa sisiw. Mineral water. Ito yung purified water na binibili namin. Ang logic ni Colonel Pat, this, realize ko later on na tama naman, no? Kasi kapag kumuha ka ng tubig maski saan-saan, there is a danger of that water having pathogens na maaring maka-infect ng iyong sisiw. So, it's a little investment, pero kung titignan mo in relation to the health of your chicken, ay malaki ang impact. So, mineral water, ngayong araw, naglagay kami ng Tylosin, ang tawag dito is pang washing, no? Para malinis yung kanilang system. For 3 days, lalagyan ng ganyan, and then afterwards, plain water, and then electrolytes. So, if you want to be safe, if you don't want to take risks sa pag-aalaga ng sisiw, mura lang naman yung isang, ano ba tawag dyan, jug? Isang jug ng mineral water, 30 pesos kung may lalagyan ka. What is that? Compared to the savings that you will gain by not having to buy medicine to treat the respiratory diseases of your chicks. So, practical tip from Colonel Pat Piñol: use mineral water for your chicks. This is our second batch of our breeders na gagamitin natin to produce manok Pinoy. As I've said in previous posts, dalawang breed to, Black Australian Orpington or Black Australorp, and yung bulik is Plymouth Bardrack. I found these 2 breeds actually compatible with our Oriental in producing manok Pinoy, na ang lasa talagang native, and then mas malakas maitlog. Kasama ko po ngayong umaga si Dr. Roland Fajardo. Ito yung batang taga-Antipas na nag-top ng kanyang masteral course sa Hungary. One of the mga proteges ko to, and he is helping me right now in many of our projects. Doc, tingin mo sa setup?
Sir, very good at the range is I think it's optimum sa growing conditions ng mga manok.
Okay.
And looking at the chicken ngayon, they look so healthy.
Okay.
Robust.
Robust, no? Healthy sila.
Parang hindi galing sa biyahe.
Thanks to Colonel Pat Piñol.
Oh,
Siya ang
okay.
nag-alaga nito ng more than 2 months, no? 2 batch to. Yung kabila had been there for about 10 days now. Ito, kagabi lang dumating from Barangay San Vicente, where the farm of Colonel Pat is. Doon sila inalagaan for 2 months and then inilipat dito. So, nalakihan ko ng konti, Dok, tong bahay. At saka nilagyan ko ng limestone. You would notice, may limestone yan para yung dropping sila hindi mangangamoy. Gamit natin, feeding trough, kawayan lang. Wala na masyadong maraming arte. And simple lang. From here, gagawa pa tayo ng 2 pang chick house over there para mailipat natin yung, meron pa tayong 3 batches. Aabot to ng mga 800, 900. And first, I will mate them black Australorp to Plymouth Barred Rock. And then yung offspring sila, yun yung papatungan natin ng Oriental, yung ating ulo or Parawakan. Sa Hungary, sabi mo may sarili silang free range chicken.
Yes sir, the company I work with, yung Tetra, they develop range chicken kasi they cater markets all around the world.
Really?
Yes, so may mga African and Asian countries na they prefer itong mga colored oriental type breeds compared dun sa puti.
Tama.
So they bred yung of course oriental din yung
Kamusta ang
breeds.
market nila?
In their portfolio, around 70 to 80 countries.
Wow!
When I was there, we were packing eggs and we're sending US, Mexico, Middle East, Russia, and even some areas in
Anong
Asia
tawag sa
and
breed nila? Harko?
the company is Tetra, and yung popular nila na range chicken ay yung Harko. Although ang Hungary ay temperate, but they are experiencing harsh summers.
Okay.
So very
Pero siguro, later on, pag na-develop natin yung manok Pinoy, pwede rin itong manok Pinoy for export to other countries.
Oo, sir.
Breeding materials. Okay? So we start small and hopefully, with God's grace, ay maparami na natin ito. 6 o'clock in the morning of a Friday. And ito na po yung oras na bubuksan natin yung ating kubo ng mga sisiw para makalabas sila. There they are. Maghanap na ng pagkain. Ito yung ating second batch ng ating foundation stocks in the production of manok Pinoy. And dalawang breed lang po ito. Yung bulik. Ito po. This is Plymouth Barred Rock. Magaling mangitlog. Maganda yung karne. Kapag kinroast mo siya sa oriental, napakasarap. Upgraded and improved native chicken. Sapagkat yung ating oriental ay nagbibigay ng magandang katawan. So the other breed that we have here, bakit away na anak mo? Ito naman, yung Black Australian Orpington. Another good layer. In fact, ito yung record holder sa Guinness. Most number of eggs laid by one hen. Black Australorp. 365 eggs in 366 days. Nagpahinga lang siya noong araw ng patay. Pero nasa Guinness Book of World Records pa yan. Tignan niyo. Black Australorp, very good layer, brown eggs, and magandang material to be crossed to our indigenous Holo, Basilan, or Parawakan chicken. Ito po yung combination natin sa manok Pinoy. And you could copy it. And you could breed your own free range chicken. So, dalawa na po itong ating yarda. Meron pa tayong isa doon. Pangatlong chicken house natin. Hopefully, by Sunday, ay mailipat na natin yung ibang sisyo doon. Chow time! Kita nyo. Talagang alam nila na pag dumating si Puloy, may pagkain. So, ito sila. Ang ginagamit namin na feeding trough actually kawayan lang. Hindi naman maluho ito. So they are being given grower pellets. Ang protein content nito is mga 18 para mabilis silang lumaki. And they are fed 3 times a day. So ayan sila. And this is how they react to feeds being given to them pagkatapos na naglobas doon sa kubo na yun. Sapagkat the whole night wala silang pagkain, so effectively the following morning ay empty yung kanilang katawan. And That actually is the reason why talagang pag nakita nila si Puloy ay nagtatakbuhan sila, sinusundan para makakain for the first meal of the day. It's been a week since I visited the free range kasi napa-US nga ako. And today, a week after, eto na. All of the chicks, the young cockerels and the pullets are on the ground. These are our foundation stocks for Black Australian Orpington. Ito na yung last batch. So, we now have a total of 1,130 on the ground, more or less. So, ito na sila. Makikita nyo, they have adapted. And sabi ni Puloy, merong medyo nakaramdam ng konti. Sipon siguro because of the change in of course, the conditions from the brooder to the free range. Meron pang iba rito na pwedeng ikakal natin. So, ito na po yung last batch over there. Ito yung ating third batch. And namin ito. At the moment we are able to start breeding them, we will have a lot of manok Pinoy by next year. So, what a difference a week makes. October 20, break-in. Ito yung boots na binili ko sa Tractor Supply sa Brentwood, California. Kailangan natin to sapagkat sa farm kasi hindi mo maiwasan. Minsan may mga ahas. And pag naapakan mo, delikado ka. Also, para hindi ka maputikan, ito yung pinakamaganda. Mura lang naman to. Nabili ko to sa Tractor Supply. Every farmer should have this for your safety. Sapagkat pag wala ka nito, sabi ko kanina, siyempre masukal ang area. Pag napakan mo yung whatever, ahas, pati aso, it will protect you. And by the way, ito yung ating mga foundation stocks ng Black Australian Orpington saka Plymouth Bar Rock on the range. Kalilipat lang nila. Pwede pa natin ikal yung iba. Medyo round, medyo maliliit, medyo hindi magandang hugis ng katawan. They will have to be eliminated so that what they will produce would be offsprings of outstanding body and maganda yung katawan. Ganyan po ang breeding ng manok. We really have to be very strict in our culling program. It's a Saturday morning and ito yung aking kaligayahan. Tignan yung aking mga manok sa free range. We have 1,130 breeders, foundation stocks natin ng Plymouth Bar Rock at saka Black Australian Orpington or Black Australorp. And here they are. Nakikita nyo, nakapag-adjust na sila sa free range. Nag-uumpisa na silang mag-discover kung ano ang pwede nilang kainin. Kinakalkal na nila yung tinanim ni Ayman na kasaba. But so far, they're healthy and they're well protected. Kasi kung makikita nyo, yung ating yard ay napapalibutan ng bakod. We have established hog wire around this almost 1 hectare area consisting of 5 or 4 batches ng ating foundation stocks. And the hog wire actually is reinforced with fish net, yung pang isda, para hindi makapasok yung ahas and other small predators. Yung hog wire intended yan sa mga aso, pusa, and the big predators. So, I'm happy with what I'm seeing and mapansin nyo, namumula na yung palong. No? So, ibig sabihin, malapit na silang mag-mature sexually And siguro in another 2 months, they will start breeding. And that's the time when we separate the male and the female with a ratio of 1:10. Ibig sabihin, 10 babae, 1 lalaki. And then, i-mate natin sila to produce our hybrid of Manok Pinoy. So far, I'm pleased. So far, wala pa kaming mortality. So, ang ating regimen dito is 3 days na electrolytes, 3 days na biologics intervention. Kapag may nakita tayo sipon, for example, lalagyan ng gamot. And then plain water, and then ganun yung interval. So, electrolytes, plain water, biologics, plain water. Importante, kailangan matalas ang mata ng farmer. But I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Ayun, nakikita nyo. Kapatong-patong sila sa mga puno. And safe sila sapagkat nakabakod po itong ating yard. No? Matibay po itong bakod natin. Meron tayong hog wire na nakapalibot. At the same time, double defense tayo by putting up fishing net para yung mga ahas, kasi merong sawarito sa farm ko, yung mga ahas ay hindi makapasok.